Yeah, good morning everyone. So yesterday we have we started physical inventory counting discussion, okay, and we discussed up to the tolerances, okay, up to the tolerances we discussed. When so let me explain the tolerances how it will work, okay, how it will work. If we all understand these tolerances how it will work, then it will help you to further how the approval process will work, okay. Fine. Let me go to the example sheet. Physical inventory counting example. Okay, and we have that sheet, right? We taken on sheet. Let me just take that sheet. Okay, this the one. In the same way, yeah, you think about here our items. Okay, rest of things is same only. Okay, fine. Yesterday we defined three items, correct? Three items we defined yesterday, and we increase the quantity. Okay, we increase the quantity. Let me check those items. Yesterday we have performed. Yesterday means like on 14th. Yesterday we skipped the session. Okay, from here. Yeah. So this is an item column. So we'll understand how the this example it looks like and it will work. Supplementary unit cost, system quantity, physical quantity. Sub inventory unit cost, physical quantity. Here tolerances. Okay. So here it will we will specify plus tolerance tolerances plus tolerance. Here negative tolerance. Okay, fine. So here we selected three and here also three. Just will give we'll go with this example. Okay, and this is FG3 sub inventory. Unit cost we selected for this. I think 50,000 we selected, right? And this is 60,000. And this 70,000 we selected yesterday. And system quantity we selected is 100, 200, and this is 300, right? Just check here the quantities. You'll get to know how you performed. Yeah, 100, 200, and 300. We increase the quantity. Okay, fine. So systematically, we'll go and assume some quantity here. For example, here 80 quantity. It is 80 quantity, and here it's like 195 quantity physically available. Okay, here it is like huge difference is there here. Okay, fine, let's understand. So here it is there, mm, it is there 300 and 330 quantities available. So more quantity is available here. Okay, more quantity is available. Now, so let's have this calculation here. We'll also add one more column. Approval required, question mark. Okay, fine. So now the system quantity is this. So with this, so what is the um, plus percentage will come here? Hmm? On 100, what is the 3 percentage? 103, right? 103. So for this, what is the plus percentage? Means positive percentage on this 200, 206. Now you understanding, right? How this percentage will calculate. Hmm? On this, sorry, 309. Okay, 309%. 309 counting. These are positive. When it comes to negative, can you tell me how much it would be? Tell me.
97, sir.
97. Yeah. Okay. This
See, sir.
94.
or 94. This
This is 291.
291. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm getting call. Yeah. Okay. So if we see, um, yeah. Okay. Fine. So now we set up all the tolerances percentages. Okay. This is the percentage. So this is positive quantity and this is negative quantity. Okay, your physical inventory quantity should be within this range. Okay, if it is within this range, then you don't require any approval. The system will automatically do adjustment, means it will adjust the quantity by having physical inventory transaction. The same way here, right? If you go to the material transaction type you are seeing here, right? Here you will see physical inventory adjustment, physical inventory counting transaction type automatically will be performed. System will automatically perform. So this is all how it is coming. We went separate form, separate miscellaneous transaction, okay, subordinate transaction, and more transaction. We are doing the transaction, right? But in this case, you will see a automation transaction which is happened through physical inventory counting when we posting the transaction. Okay, when we posting the approvals, you will see automatically a transaction will hit here. Okay, fine. So now tell me, in this case approval required, this case approval is required, yes or no? Your physical inventory quantity, okay, should be within this range, within this range. Okay, or if you want to more clarity, let me take this one here, here, and this one. When I say range, right, you are comparing this. Okay, I'll take this. Okay, now I changed from here to here. Okay, so this is negative, this is positive. Now you will see range. Okay, so this quantity is should be within this range. Okay, the physically available quantity should be within this tolerance range. If it is tolerance range, then approval is not required. If it is out of tolerance, if this is not in the out of tolerance, then it will go for approval. Means approval is required. Now tell me, in this case, approval is required or not?
Yes, required.
Required, right? Because this 80 is less than the 97, right? This is not within this range. Okay. On this case,
It doesn't go for approval.
hmm?
It doesn't go for approval.
Yeah, not required. Because the 195, the 195 quantity is between this tolerance. Not required. Approval is not required. Okay, fine. Now this one, 330 is available. Okay. Will it go
Approval
for
is
approval?
required.
Approval is required. Fine. So everyone is understood, right? I'll make one more scenario. Okay. I want everyone to understand. Example one. Example two. Everything is same. Okay. I will not change. What I'll do, I'll just remove this. Okay. Physically available quantity I'll change. Okay. So here it is 99 physically available. Here it is. Here it is 200 and 210, 207. Here it is 330 or 310. Okay. Now tell me negative tolerance, how much it is? It is same how we have here, the same one only. Okay. I'll just take this. Or let me answer some other people. So how much it is? It will come here for a negative tolerance. Hmm? How much?
97.
97. I want others to answer. If you understood, then please answer. If you not understood how the tolerance will calculate, you will not get to know how the approval process will work. Okay, when I say 3 percentage, like told, we know how the percentage will work, right? We know how the percentage will work. Go for equal to what is there? 100, 100, 3. See, this 3 again you can remove from this 100. It become 97. There is other ways to even you can calculate. Okay, percentage calculation. Okay, if you go over 200, same. Here, if it is 200, I'm making here 200, you will get 6 over there. See, 6. This 6 you can remove from 200. It will become 194, right? 194, it will come here. Okay, that's how. Fine. I hope everyone is understood. Okay, same one and above one only, same. There's nothing change. If we change a system quantity, it will change here tolerance. Okay, here also same. So now tell me, approval is required or no? Others, I want others to come confirm, except Ramakrishna. Will it require approval?
Is approval, yes.
Approval required.
Yes.
Why? This is within this range, right?
Yeah, it's within the range.
So when it is
Sorry.
within the range, approval is not required. Okay. No. For this, is approval required? This physical inventory quantity,
That is no within the range.
the physical quantity 207 it is. Is it within this range?
No range within the range.
So it will
Approval,
go for
yes.
approval. It will
Approval.
go for approval. Okay, fine. So here
It's go to approval. No, within the range.
it will also go for approval. Okay. Hope everyone is clear. Now we'll go and see in the application. Okay, how it will work. Fine. Just close this form. Come back to this page. So now we are all clear on these percentages. Okay. So we'll make one example with the value also. So everyone will understand. Okay. Value. Now I'll take this. So the system here it is not the quantity. Okay. Here system value means each item value. Okay. It will come here value. Maybe here I'll go for system value. So 1 lakh. Okay. 1 lakh. Here 2 lakh. Here 3 lakhs. Okay. 3 lakhs. Okay. Physically available. Let me set. Here the value. Here tolerance, right? Now we are talking about values. Okay. So the minus value should not be more than 20,000. You can say 20,000. And this is plus. Okay. Plus is something 10,000. Should not be more than 10,000. Okay. Fine. So physically available. So maybe I can say here is a 90,000 is available. 90,000 is available. Here 1,80,000 is available. Okay. 1,80,000 is available. Okay. Here 2 lakh 97,000 is available. 2 lakh. Okay. 2,97,000 available. Okay. Fine. So here, if you go with that percentage, so value we can give bulk value here. Okay. Bulk value. So now up to see, now we have to go for calculating system quantity. Okay. If you remove one from 1 lakh, if you remove 20,000, it will be 80. You just need to remove that negative value. That's it. 80,000. And this 1,80,000, right? 1,80,000. 1,80,000. From 3 lakhs, if you remove, it's like how much? 2,80,000. 2,80,000. So here 10,000 you have to increase. Okay. So 1,10,000. 1,10,000, 2,10,000, 3,10,000. Okay, 3,10,000. So now this is physically a value. Okay, physical inventory value. You can say physical inventory value. System inventory value. Okay, system inventory value. So now tell me, this is the negative and positive tolerance values. Now in this case, the physically available here 90. So in this case, approval is required?
Not required.
Not required. No. So this case,
In this case also
No.
not required.
not required. I'll make one more example which is required. Okay, which is required. I'll go for here 7 to 7. Yeah, so not required. So in this case, it is required. Correct. So this is physically available inventory value, which is not this within this range. Okay, it's go for approval. Means approval is required. Okay, so if you see in this example, or in the if they go with inventory value, one drawback is, okay, one drawback is, even though if we have 20,000 or 30,000, if we get some discrepancy, right, it will go for approval. Even though it is 1 crore or lakhs of amount, if there is a discrepancy of this amount, then it will go for approval. Okay, so maximum they go for quantity tolerance percentage, not inventory value. Okay, not inventory value. Got it? So in inventory value, when they go for this, when they go for this value, inventory value, right, the item cost itself taking like 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. Okay, the item manufacturing cost itself. Okay, the selling price would be, it may be 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs. If we take vehicle manufacturing industries, they go for value only, not the quantity. See, if there is 100 cars and physically available only 99 cars, see, the car one, each car value itself is like 20 lakhs. So you cannot you cannot go for quantity wise. Okay, you should go for inventory value wise. Because even though it is a single car, it costs around, like, it price around 20 lakhs, if you just assume. Okay, now both example you understood, right? We go with quantity tolerance and value tolerance. Both all are understood, right? If everyone understood, then we can go and discuss. Example 3. Okay, fine. Let's go to the application. Just give us some answer, like if you understood or not understood, we can discuss, not an issue. The course we may delay maybe for 1 week or 2 weeks. That is okay for me. Okay. So I want you to understand and I want you to practice, everyone. Okay. If you not practice and just joining the sessions, right? Afterwards, you will, how I seen earlier batches, right? They will think like, okay, once course is completed, then I will start practicing dedicatedly. Okay, and after course completed, then they will feel it's a huge subject. Okay, it's a huge subject, and they'll see recording, oh, this many recordings, when I should, so let skip this. Like some people will ignore and they will skip. Actually, they'll join the session but they won't. Okay, So you have to set the time. See, now you are spending around 1.5 hour for joining the sessions. Okay. And if you get time, at least 2 hours, if you get time, in the 2 hours, 1.5 hour you spend for practice, and half an hour you spend for uh, yourself. You make one note or notebook. Okay. It might be in during the session, I might telling, okay, this is a very important question, interview question, and this the some topic and we are discussing and theory we are telling, right? For interview question purpose, you can make one notebook. That's how you have to attend the classes and practice and prepare. I'm just telling like working people who actually working, and if they get 2 hours, 1.5 hour for practice, it's enough. See now, for the practice for the session, it's not like if you want to create this physical inventory, just 5 minutes task, only 5 minutes. But we are explaining in detail. But for your practice, you can do quickly practice, right? You can quickly complete the practice, even 2 times, 3 times you can complete in the everyday session. What we are discussing, what we are doing a practical here, 3 times you can practice in 1.5 hour. Means three different users you can practice. Okay. And the half an hour you can spend for preparing some notebook or preparing for interview questions. Okay. The same like when you practice, and behind the purpose of this, yourself you can define your own definition of the after you listening class, right? You can define your own definition for that. Okay. For example, I say what is a physical inventory counting. After you listening everything, you can yourself you can write for 3 to 4 points what purpose we do physical inventory counting. The same how the points which we have here, right? In the same way, see this the points. In the same way, yourself you can make after you listen and after you practice, I'm saying. Okay. Not before practice. Just listening class and preparing will not help. Okay. Fine. Let's continue further. Okay. So now in the down we have the statuses: snapshot complete, adjustment posted, and snapshot date. So these will be automatically enabled. If you try to go and enable, it won't. Okay. So now let's understand what is snapshot. Snapshot is something like when your everything you entered here and subinventors everything is entered, and then you go for clicking the snapshot. The button is there here. So once you click the snapshot, right? So the system will trigger one freeze program. We freeze physical inventory, like freeze the quantity freezing. So from here onwards, the business won't do any adjustment, any transactions they won't use. Means they will stop. They'll stop using transaction. Means they stop performing the transactions, and they until they complete physical inventory adjustments, physical inventory approvals and adjustments. As I told you right in the starting of this physical inventory counting topic, they go for any weekends. Okay, any weekends they will go. So before they performing the counting, right, they will try to clear all the if they get sales orders for the shipping activity and all, they will ship it out. Okay, they will make sure next 2 days there won't be any material transaction request, and then they'll start this physical inventory. Okay, then they'll start this physical inventory, because when they perform the physical inventory, they have to stop all the transaction, material transaction they have to stop. If they're not stopping, keep on they're doing the transaction, finally you are doing a physical inventory, it will not be accurate result, right? At end of the physical inventory counting day, they have to make sure system quantity, physically available quantity should be matched. Okay, fine. Fine. Snapshot is something like when you click this snapshot button. So it will trigger one physical inventory freeze report. This report, this what will happen, that it will freeze the transactions. Okay, it will freeze the transactions. Okay, fine. And adjustment posted. So after you getting approval and everything is fine, then you can go to the tools and you have this here. Okay, um, launch adjustment. As of now, it is not enabled because snapshots itself is not completed. That's why. Okay, launch adjustments is there. So after you all approval and everything, if you go and do this launch adjustments, then automatically this checkbox will be enabled. At the same time, you will see the material transaction created in MMT table. When I say MMT, MTL material transaction table means material transaction form. Here it is. In this form, you will see one transaction. Again depend on how many items and